All right, we're live. Hi everyone. Happy Friday. We're dual living on Facebook and Instagram, so welcome. I hope you guys had an incredible week. It is very hot and sunny here in southern Los Angeles, Southern California. And yes, we are here. We are here today to talk about the 4 tips for positive body image. Hi Melanie, good to see you. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for your trip to Iceland. I've been reading about it and I sent it to a friend of mine. Anyway, focus, Amy. Okay. So we're here to talk about the 4 ways to keep a positive body image. As many of you may be hearing about the tour that we're on right now to really empower women to feel comfortable in their own skin and really just own it. Own where they are in their lives. Where we are in our lives. I know for a long time it took me a hot second to really love the skin I am in, and if you saw my post yesterday, it was about, it doesn't matter how thin you are or in shape you are, it's about the inside stuff that's going on, and we're going to talk about how we can improve our positive body image within our own beings. So let's take those hands and put them together. Take a deep breath in, sealing the masculine and the feminine, the sun, the moon, the light and the dark, and the left and the right brain, so we come to live in a place of harmony and grace. So today we have 4 tips for positive body image. Number 1 is to unplug. Number 2 is to observe your thoughts. Number 3 is to let the conditions go. And number 4 is embodiment. So let's get on the same plane as, or idea or definition of what positive body image is. And a healthy positive body image is the realistic perception of the size and shape of one's own body. So the realistic perception of your own body, how you perceive yourself. Notice the word is realistic and your own body, not someone else's body. So tip 1 I have today is to unplug. When it comes to feeling whole and supported, the media does not do us any favors whatsoever. You're constantly bombarded with images of perfect bodies, of what's in trend right now, and from the ads that pop up on the internet to when you're standing in the grocery line at Trader Joe's to what you might receive in the mail through catalogs. Like it's everywhere, it's all around us, and these are really photoshopped images for the most part. Okay, they're not true to who they actually are. So remember that it's the misconception of what it really is in life. They are almost always photoshopped, whether it's color correction or a certain angle, certain pose, certain makeup style. So remembering that these things that we see out there for the most part are unattainable. And the dramatic repetition of us or you constantly being bombarded and comparing yourself, you're only leading yourself to really take on the belief of I must be less than perfect, when the reality is you are pure perfection. You really are. And as Theodore Roosevelt would say, comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is also the thief of a healthy, positive body image. So unplugging from media as often as you can, unplug and let those moments of comparison just dissipate. I encourage you to focus on things that are real, that are tangible, that are in front of you, spending time with quality, uplifting people in your life, and really just surrounding yourself with a good support system. And of course, we'll go deeper into the thoughts that we think as well. For example, instead of say you're watching TV late at night and that infomercial comes on and it's talking about how you're going to get flat abs in 5 minutes, right? Okay, so maybe instead of watching that and thinking about, well, crap, well, that sucks. That's, not fun, or whatever that your thoughts are. Like, well, I'll never have that. Get up and go for a walk. Get up and go, say to yourself, okay, tomorrow I'm going to take an exercise class. Let that inspire you to take action. Hi, Cindy. Yay. Talking about our event and stuff like that. Positive body image. And so go for a walk. Go get exercise. Do something for yourself. Instead of looking through the beauty magazines, go get yourself a facial. Go and get a pedicure or manicure. Treat yourself to a new blouse. The other day I went to Marshall's and I found the cutest pair of pants that were on sale. I don't know, who doesn't like bargains? Like, I totally love bargains. For Theory pants that were $200 for retail in probably like Bloomingdale's or wherever, and I got them for $35. Like, I was so excited about that. So I treated myself to something, and I'm going to wear it at our next event. So now these are, of course, temporary things. And of course, we've got to do some of the internal work as well, which we'll get to in a moment. But my point is this, instead of sitting around wishing and hoping, start to take action. Start to take action. Positive body image doesn't come from wishing you had one. It comes from actually taking inspired action in your own personal life. Tip number 2, this is a good one, and this is where we'll get deeper into the internal stuff versus the external of pedicures, manicures, and shopping. Observe your thoughts. Okay, observe your thoughts. Since body image is ultimately the way you perceive your body and how it looks, being highly aware of your perception, the thoughts you're saying to yourself, will be really a powerful tool. It's all in the tone of the voice as well. Observing how many times a day do you say to yourself, oh my God, I'm so fat, or oh, look at my arms, or oh my God, look at my ass. Like, how many times a day do you say this? Or, oh, I wish I looked like her, or that, or this, or whatever it might be. We say it a lot, and these thoughts in our mind are not healthy. This can be a very powerful exercise once you realize how powerful your thoughts are and how often you are bringing in these negative thoughts, these negative words into that vibration of your energy. And honestly, like, most people are unaware of it. So if you can just become a little more aware of your thoughts, you'll start to see some shifts happening. How you speak to yourself will really discover like the voices that are going on, and it really can be shocking. Like, would you talk to your best friend that way? Would you say to your best friend, wow, you're looking fat today, or your ass is like flabby, right? You wouldn't. I don't think you would. And if you did, if you were kindly observing something, you probably wouldn't say it in such harsh, critical way, with a critical tone. So when you attack yourself with these negative words, your body actually then perceives, your energetic being says, oh, well, that must be true. And then you keep saying it. Oh, okay, I heard that again. I guess that's true. And then you say it again and again and again, and all of a sudden now it becomes your belief, it becomes your truth, and that's where you're living from. You're living in the state of mind of negative thinking. And this actually immediately puts a stress on your body. Immediately your stress in your body responds. And it's not your friend, okay? Stress is the number one killer to human beings. I'm going to say in America, in the United States, wherever, I think everywhere. Like, we all deal with stress, and it's really about reducing that stress in our lives. And it's okay when you're stressed, when you're being chased by a lion back in our caveman days, and we needed that. But what happens is when you do this in your body now, in almost 2020, right? We're in 2019, coming into the end of the year soon. Your body has a sympathetic nervous system, and it tells your body to release more cortisol, excuse me. So when your body releases more cortisol and more insulin, telling their stress, red alert, red flag, you basically are just sending your body into a place of like heightened, and it doesn't know how to deal with it. So it just sends those hormones into like panic mode. And then what happens there is your hormones will then start to store your weight, store your fat, and not build any muscle. So that cortisol and insulin levels will then store your fat, keep your body weight on, and not allow you to gain any muscle mass. All from negative thoughts of thinking, which sends that body into a stress place, okay? So it wipes out all the good bacteria as well, and it just leaves you with a very weak immune system as well. So there's a lot of stuff that goes behind this negative thoughts, this negative talk we do to ourselves. Let me say hi to a few people. Hi guys, thanks for joining. Hi Jen. Oh yes, hi Michelle. Yes. All right, so let me get back to, okay. So if you think your negative thoughts are not harmful, think again, please, okay? And I encourage you to shift that. On the flip side, when you think, here you go, and then I'll tell you why. Okay, the positive side, the positive thoughts, the positive mindset is coming from a place of love. And if we're talking science, because here we go, right? Parasympathetic nervous system ignites, and this is where we want to thrive from. Your parasympathetic, keeping you calm, keeping you grounded, keeping your body functioning at its optimal levels with less stress, or hopefully no stress, and really allowing your digestive system to work properly, allowing the body to heal naturally. And this is where you'll start to notice when you change your mindset into positive thoughts, you'll sleep better, you will acknowledge your stomach digests food better, and if you have any injuries going on, they will start to dissipate. They will start to dissolve more easily because you're in that state of calm and healing instead of that place of sympathetic stress and freaking out. All right, so let's talk about the third tip today. Let the conditions go. And this is really important. So have you ever set a weight loss goal for yourself, only to become increasingly more irritable and dissatisfied as you get closer to it? Or have you dreamed of that perfect life of like, when I get that body, or when I have that relationship, I'll do X, Y, and Z. We've all said it to ourselves. Oh, well, I'll start to go out and dancing and when I lose 10 pounds. Oh, I'll start to date when I lose 20 pounds, right? When I feel better in my own body. And so we're waiting to be happy depending on an external circumstance, an external situation. And this is not good. It's putting off happiness. And I don't know about you, but like that's in the future, and it's a what if, and it's just not you living in your now of what's happening right now in your life. And guess what? We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed next week, next year, next month. So if I say, oh, okay, I'll start to lose my 10 pounds after the new year. It'll be my New Year's resolution. You're going to wait the next 5 months to start being healthy, to start living your dreams, like to living in the lifestyle that you want. Like, what are we waiting for? So the more specific, maybe I'll start doing it when I, be a specific number on the scale. If you're a person that jumps on the scale all the time, or, oh, well, you know what? I'll start dating when I can fit into that favorite pair of jeans of mine that were probably from like 20 years ago or something, because they might be back in style now. But it's coming from a place of self-rejection. And when we live from a place of self-rejection, we're not doing ourselves any favors whatsoever. And it can lead you into a constant a lineup of disappointment, right? You're lining yourself up for disappointment. You're lining yourself up for dissatisfaction in life. And you're always chasing something that's probably unattainable because you're not being true where you are right now. And not to mention, of course, this is ultimately giving you poor body image. And all of your goals are attainable, but like I mentioned earlier, it's attainable when you step into inspired action, not when you're sitting on the couch just waiting for something to happen. And it's like saying, okay, I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to win the lottery. But yet, I never go out and I buy a lottery ticket. If I don't buy the ticket, I'm not going to win. I have no chance in winning. So if you don't do something for yourself in that place of really moving into a positive frame mind for your body image, then nothing will change. Okay? If nothing changes, then nothing changes. It's one of my favorite sayings. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. So we got to change. What's more is that that frame of mind is just no way to live, right? You become this negative Nelly. You become grouchy, like no one wants to be around you. You're negative all the time. And hating your body is only going to get you into a dark spiral. And it's a waste of your time on this earth, okay? We only have, like I mentioned, today, right here, right now. And most people will stay unsatisfied with their bodies once they even reach that number on the scale, because then you have another goal. It's like when you reach something, you have something else. So it's really about finding the joy in where you're at right now, in the skin that you're in, and then making those shifts the goals that you want to achieve with inspired action. And we got to really just stop beating ourselves up, okay? Stop beating ourselves up. Honestly, I just feel like sometimes the harder we fight for something, the more it just stays where it is and nothing changes. So letting go of that condition of I'll love myself when, or I'll be happy when, letting go of that condition and just willfully, joyfully love yourself exactly where you want and start living the life you want to live. If you want to go out dancing, take salsa lessons. If you want to go date, start dating. Like, just start doing it. Just start living the life you want to live. I have a friend that will not travel alone. I don't want to travel. I want to wait till I have a boyfriend or a partner. But so you're not going to travel until that certain circumstance comes along, and you're not going to enjoy this beautiful world that we live in until, it's perfect in your eyes. Like, what if that doesn't happen? But yet they're not willing to get on that dating app and start dating, or get out into the world and start meeting people. So inspired action. So how do you go about starting to love yourself deeper? How do you go about recognizing these negative thoughts and bringing them to a place of compassion and just realization of like, okay, I could be kinder to myself. And it's really about, again, thinking about observing your thoughts. And we've also, so let's go a little bit deeper then. So as we observe our thoughts and we have recognition of like, okay, that was a negative thought. I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that, a judgment thought. Okay, then we get to go, okay, what is the root cause of that? What is the root cause of why we are unhappy with ourselves? There's a root cause down there somewhere. So I encourage you that journaling will bring a lot of stuff up. Journaling. Meditation will also bring a ton of stuff up. And then journaling after you meditate, in your subconscious mind will get active if you meditate and then journal with the opposite hand that you're dominant with. So if I meditate and then I journal with my left hand because I'm right side dominant, that's a way that you can start to, things will come up for you unconsciously, right? And it'll start to, you can look back at what you wrote and you'll see some interesting patterns or interesting words or, so that's a great way. And for example, maybe like weight loss, so we discover, okay, why do I want to lose weight? Well, I want to lose weight because I want more energy, and I know my weight's holding me back from having more energy in life. I want to, be able to play with my kids, or I want to be able to, play outdoor volleyball, or whatever that might be. I want to be able to run a marathon. So I want to lose weight for more energy. Great. So look at the places in your life that are dragging you down, that are bringing low energy into your life. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's about thinking about who you're hanging out with these days, right? It's the energy of others that can really affect us. So thinking about where in your life things are dragging your energy low. And once you start living as if you actually have it, you've achieved it already, your perception will start to shift. So it's really about shifting that perception and understanding that you will feel truer to your value and your worth once you start to shift that mindset, become aware of what's going on and how you can really take that inspired action. Okay, so none of this is going to happen overnight. None of it whatsoever, okay? And the quicker you shift your mindset, the quicker things start to move. So my last tip number 4, is one of my favorites because it is the, I guess, Mac Daddies, if you will. It's the supersize of all of this. Embodiment. Embodiment is at the forefront of healing body image. This is the big thing, okay? The act of truly inhabiting one's body is so powerful. To live in the skin you're in. How often do you think about when you're not? How often do you acknowledge that you're not rooted in your body? Again, we might be standing in the grocery line and going, "Wow, I wish I had her body." As you look at some magazine on the rack. Or maybe you're watching television or you're on the phone and you start comparing yourselves, or you're dreaming about what it'd be like to live in a different body. That means you are not embodying your physical body. Now, embodiment means to feel how it feels to live in your body, to feel how it feels to be in the body you're in right now. And this is so helpful in healing positive body or negative body image, healing to a healthy body image, because when we aren't embodied in the skin that we live in, that's when we overeat, binge eat, we negative talk to ourselves, we get lazy, or sometimes we even over exercise. We do the opposite of that. And when we check in and we listen to our bodies, our intuitive connection to what we truly need, that's what's most likely going to get you into a place of you know what, I'm full, I don't need to eat anymore right now. Or you know what, I'm not hungry, I'm actually feeling a little stressed, let me go hydrate and drink some water, or let me go meditate, or let me go for a walk. When we listen to, am I really hungry, or is that something else going on, intuitive eating and listening to those cravings, and it's going to help you not go for that, clean your plate attitude. It's going to help you not binge eat. It's going to help you from getting that extra helping of food, those second servings, third servings at the buffet. And this is really allowing the mind and the body to connect intuitively and come to a place of rest into that parasympathetic nervous system. And some of the best techniques to embody yourself and where you are is slowing down, We rush around these days. We're running from here and there. We're in the car sitting in traffic for so long. So it's really about slowing down. It's about moving your body in a way that you enjoy. So I know for me, I'm not a big go to the gym person. You won't find me hitting the rack of weights and doing like 100 leg presses. You won't find me doing bicep curls and tricep extensions on a machine. However, I do love a good class, a good HIIT class, a good class that can mix things up for me with interval training. That's my joy. I find joy in that. I find joy in yoga, in acro yoga. I like to go dancing. I like to turn music on in my living room and just cut the rug, okay? So it's like, what do you like? What brings you joy? What movement, hiking, biking, volleyball, will you actually enjoy when you move your body? So you're more comfortable, right? The more you practice something, the more comfortable you get with it. It gets easier to do. And so it's really about listening and feeling that pleasure inside your body, that innate wisdom that we have. It's intuitive, it's in there, and sometimes we just have to tap in a little deeper with that. We're all born with it. So when you allow yourself to feel good and allow yourself to really feel how you're feeling, then you can start to address the places that do need work, right? You hear the negative self-talk, then go into that and see what that's about. Don't just ignore it. Don't just sweep it under the rug. Love that attention that you can give to yourself. That inner child is so often calling out, needing a little more love, needing to be listened to be heard, to be hugged, right? So it's really about connecting to that intuitive inner child that just needs an extra TLC. And constantly check in with, sometimes we eat because we're in pain. We eat because we're depressed or sad or angry. And so I'm going to ask you, when you're eating, take a moment and really look at your food and give grace over that food, give gratitude for that food, and make sure that food has good nutrients in it for your body, and eat it slowly. Like, smell it, taste every single bite, chew slowly. And this will also help you in your digestive system. This will help you undo the stress. This will help you enjoy the taste of the food. How often you just shove 2 bites and it's gone, right? So it's really about enjoying the food that we eat and taking that time out. I know a lot of times I'm eating on the road. I'm in my car, and or I'm multitasking. I'm at the cafe, co-working with someone, and we're like eating and talking and working on our computers at the same time. And that's where I know I need to take like a hot second and go, okay, cool, I'm going to give gratitude to my food. I'm going to acknowledge what I'm putting in my body, knowing that's nutritious, and I'm going to enjoy the taste of this food. Really, it's about taking that, and this will really bring your mindset into a place of like slowing down and eating much less. Because when we take our time, we allow our bellies, our digestive system, to understand what's being received right now, and that will help us eat less, right? Because we will understand when we're full and when we should stop eating. This is just the way of loving yourself and really loving yourself in the body you're in, and then taking inspired action if you are looking to change or shift something within, right? Healing the body, again, like I said earlier, is not something that happens overnight. It does take practice, and this practice can actually be fun. Like, how can we find the joy in this? And like I said, find foods that you love, that you know are nutritious. Find activities that you love, that you know will bring you joy, that can burn those calories, and really a support team of incredible people. And that's why I invite you to Body by Soul Society. Body by Soul Society is an incredible opportunity to surround yourself with like-hearted, like-minded women. And we're on tour right now with our Positive Body Image Empowerment Workshop. We'll go to New York next Saturday, August 11th, and we'll be in Boston the following Sunday, August 18th. So if you are on that side of the country and you want to join us, please feel free. DM me. I'll give you a promo code that will give you a comp ticket. Yeah, for listening today. And remember, it is a practice. This is self-care, and it's about connecting with ourselves, connecting with those who will support us around us. Cindy and I have an incredible program to offer you at our empowerment courses, our workshops, and there is an online course as well launching soon in September. So reach out to me, DM me. I would love to hear from all of you. And hi, Sasha. Good to see you. I love your new haircut. And so that's my share today. Ultimately, it's all about having a happier life. It's about living in the now, staying present in where we are, and loving and finding joy in what is, and then taking inspired action for the dreams and the goals that we want to achieve. There we go. It's a lot to digest, but again, bite-sized pieces, one thing at a time. Unplug first, the best you can. Get out of the perception of what the society says we should look like. Observe your thoughts, come to a place of positive thinking, let the conditions go, and embody who you are right here, right now, today. All right, everyone, that's my share. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, if you want more information on our empowerment workshops, we'll be in New York on August 11th and Boston August 18th. And then we'll be touring around the country. So find us on social media or DM me directly, and I will let you know all the other good things that are happening, everyone. Big, big hugs, and I love you so much, and thank you for all the love and support that we've been receiving. We really appreciate it. All right, guys. Bye. Happy Friday.